How's it going, guys? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back. This is David, your US representative for QSP Knife. We're going to be checking out some of the new products before they get to dealers. These are going to be the ones that are available, and also we'll be going through a reviewer so you can see their opinions for these products. We're going to have the Canary on top. We're going to have the Penguin Plus, or the large penguin. We're going to have the standard one that you know of, and then we're going to have the mini penguin, or baby penguin if you want to call it that. I'm going to leave the penguin down on the table so you can get a good size comparison between the original as well as the mini or baby, and also the large or plus variant. So if you had a penguin before, you know that we have the D2 variant, which is our base, and then we go up to 154 cm for production. And we also do have the other ones that are the dealer exclusives, which has S35, 20CV, M390. This is actually going to be in 14C28N. You're going to be about a $50 range for that, so that's going to be a great price point for these guys here. They are going to be running on bearings. So the original Penguin was running on washers. They did have a little bit of plastic ring that's actually by the washers, so that's not intended to be with the knife for the knife's duration or life. So as it goes, those will polish up, and then you actually, if it falls out, it falls out, and you actually don't need it. When that happens, your washers will be well polished, and you actually have that same good action for those washers. But these are going to be on bearing, so that's going to be the difference for this variation for the mini penguin. So that's going to be the micarta. So we're going to have the brown, the denim blue, and also the green. The second variation is going to be now with the shred carbon fiber over G10. So this is the laminate. So you're going to have this one with the red or the blue accents. So it is a very striking design. So you still get a lot of that shine, a lot of that plane of light that you get with a full slab G10. Just you do get a lower price point for it, but it still looks great. Still has a very durable surface for that G10, as well as that carbon fiber. So there's the red, and then you're going to have the blue. So those are going to be the variations that you're going to have for this one. So again, this one goes up by 0.2 ounces compared to the micarta, but this is going to be what you're going to have available and what you can pick up. You're going to have that different blade and hardware finishes that are available to you. So basically any of the D1s or the ones that have a trailing 1, so D1 and E1 will be the one with satin blade, as well as the regular steel hardware. And then if you're going to have the black blade and black hardware, that's going to be the D2 and E2. So those are going to be ones that are available, and they are shipping out already, so look out for those, and also see what you want to pick up for your own collection for these guys. The third variation is going to be the natural G10, so you can dye it whatever color you want to, or leave it in this variant. It does not glow in the dark. You can add some material behind it and it would glow through, but this one does not glow in this formation here. There's going to be also some changes from the original prototypes that some of you may have handled in Atlanta. So that's going to be between the sample here and the actual production one. So we are going to have some different thumb studs. So if you see, it's going to be a little bit different. So the one here is going to be the sample, or the regular Penguin thumb studs. These are the new thumb studs that are a little bit lower profile, slightly below the scale, when the regular Penguin one is slightly above. So that's going to be the difference between the sample that was available and also the production one, or the newest ones coming out for the Penguin Mini. There's a lot of people that like the Penguin for the styling, the ergonomics, but it was just a little bit too small for them. So we did come out with the large Penguin. It also does have the flipper tab as well. So there's the first one of the Penguins to have a flipper tab. And also, as we mentioned on the previous one, this does have a different thumb stud. So it is going to be a little bit lower profile, so it's not going to stick out past the scales. And so that is going to be for this variant, as well as the new mini Penguin is going to have that type of thumb stud. So for the Penguin Plus, it is moving up in materials as well as size. So it's going to be running with 20 CV for the blade steel and titanium for the handles. This actually is also another one that is going to have the wire pocket clip, so you could actually run the standard wire pocket clip for it, or you could change that out if you would prefer. It's going to be out 4.4 ounces for this variant here. You're going to be dropping down about 0.8 ounces when you go over to some of the other variants, so we'll go over that as we see the other ones after these. But this is going to be the ones that we have here for the letter A, B, and C. So you're going to have a different blade finish for it, also a different handle finish. So there's going to have the regular gray, there's going to be a more of a bronze, and then you're going to have the black on black. So you're going to have those different changes. Also, you can see the hardware. For this one's going to be a black hardware. This one's going to be more of that standard machined hardware. Under $200 for this, for 20 CV and titanium. So if it was a little bit too small for you, this is going to be that large penguin, and it's available for you folks with a flipper tab. First flipper tab for the penguin. So check these ones out, and we're going to show you the other ones that you lose a little bit of weight if you actually do want to go with them. Between the Penguin Plus in the base titanium and then the one with the carbon fiber scales, you are going to be losing 0.8 ounces between the two. So these are going to be 0.8 ounces less than the standard titanium, because you're going to have titanium on the lock side and you're going to have that carbon fiber on the show side for these knives. So there's again differences between this one. This actually has a few more differences than the mini penguin or baby penguin compared to the prototypes. So this is going to be one of the prototypes or the samples that we showed off that some of you again were able to handle. So the differences for these are going to be a few. So again, we're going to have different thumb studs for this one. So this is the one that was on the prototype, as well as going to be on the penguins that you have now. The new one's going to have a different thumb stud. So these are going to be the thumb studs on the new variant. So it's a little bit different in the style. Also going to be lower below that scale. So that's going to be the difference there. Also, it does have a different ramp. So when you actually close it down, when that detent ball gets onto the blade, it's going to be a little bit less than the original prototype. And there is going to be a cutout. So as you see on this guy, this is the one that was shown to you folks at shows. It does not have a chamfer on that lock bar, and then this one does. So a little bit more of a premium feel as well, a little bit more comfort in doing that unlock. And between the two handle scales, so you're actually going to be about 0.1 ounces different between the two. Going back to coins again, that's going to be basically a penny difference between these two for the material that's used. So that carbon fiber and copper, carbon fiber and aluminum, this is going to be the lighter of the two, 0.1 ounces less than the other variant. The Canary is going to be the newest neck knife that we have available. This one actually really has some great spine work on it. So this is actually going to be something that is new to us. So if you see on that spine there, it's like a file work that's done to it. So it adds a little bit of grip to it, but also adds a lot of artistic nature to the knife. This is also going to be in 14C28N. So we're going to have a G10 micarta. Also, we're going to have the premium variant with Damascus, as well as that carbon fiber and aluminum, or carbon fiber and copper. So those are going to be the ones there. So there's going to be the difference in the sizing. So this is that neck knife that's available. This is the Canary again. So this is going to be the G10 variant. So you can see it in comparison to the standard size penguin. So it is a good deal smaller. It does have the holes in it for weight reduction, as well as just a good look to it. And then it is also going to have a better look at that spine work. We'll see that on actually the satin one. Is probably going to be a little bit easier to see it here. So again, this is going to be where the denotion between these two knives is going to be either a 1 or a 2, so the A1 or the A2. So A1 is going to be the regular stonewash, and then they're going to have the A2, which is going to be the black finish. So this is going to be the actual chain that comes with it too. So this is currently what comes in the box is going to be about 27.5 for this chain. So it's not a standard chain that you're going to find on like an old school coin purse or anything, but it is a pretty nice chain there. So let us know, I guess, what you like about it. So if you like the chain, or if you rather have more of a paracord style, I currently think it looks nice, but a lot of people that use neck knives might rather have just a regular paracord or a leather piece on it. But that's going to be what this one will have for the knife. So these are the sheaths that come with it. So it is a pattern that's a carbon fiber style. So it is a Kydex with that pattern put into it. So it is not a carbon fiber sheath for it. And then it does also have, still does have the drainage hole on it. So it might be a little bit harder to see, but it still does have a drainage hole on the knife scale, so it actually will be able to drain out if you get any liquid in there. These are going to be the ones that we have, the stonewash, or the stonewash variant, the black, and then we have again the red, the stonewash, and the black. So they're going to be the two ones that we have here, and we're going to go on to the micarta variants. So this is going to be the QS 141 C and D. So you're going to have C and D 1 and 2. So there's going to be the difference there. So you're going to have the different blade finishes again. So the stonewash variant is going to be the one with the trailing 1, and then you're going to have the 2, which is going to be the one with the black. So that's going to be the differences there. So black stonewash, and then the standard stonewash finish is still going to have that spine work on both of them. So you're going to just be able to see that there. These are going to be the micarta variants. That is the difference for these. So still 14C28N, but these are going to be the micarta. The previous was the G10 variant. And then for weight-wise, you're going to have a little bit different still for these. So the sheath itself comes in about 0.5 ounces for the sheath, 2.1 ounces for the G10 variant, and then when you go to micarta, you actually save 0.1 ounces, so this goes to 2 ounces for this guy. And again, difference on that is a penny, which is 0.1 ounces. So that's going to be a difference on the micarta and the G10 variation of the Canary. So with the Canary, it also has the premium variant. So the other is going to be around $50 for the other ones. These are going to be a touch over $100, and that's going to be for the carbon fiber and the aluminum or the copper. And this one also does have the Damascus blade, so it's going to have the pattern for the blade as well as you're going to have the pattern on the handle. And then it's going to be still that same great file work for it, and then it's going to have that Kydex sheath as well, so that's a 0.5 ounce for that. So 2.2 ounces for the one with the copper, and a 2.1 ounces for the one with the aluminum. So really the lightest one you're going to get is going to be that micarta. It's very minimal difference between it, but this one is going to have that same pattern for the Damascus, as well as going to have this carbon fiber, and you're going to have the sheath, and also does come with the chain available for these guys. So if you've made it this far in the video, we are going to be doing giveaways as well. So as we reach the milestone, so share with your friends, subscribe to the channel. We'll do giveaways. So some of these new knives that you see on the table could be yours just for being part of this journey with us and actually learning about the knives. So we'll be available at dealers here soon, or if they're sold out, then there will be reorders as well. So check out these. So you're going to have, again, the basic Penguin, you're going to have the Penguin Plus, you're going to have the Mini Penguin, and also going to have the premium variant, which is going to be the one with the aluminum and the Damascus blade. We also do have 2 other models coming out, which is going to be the Hedgehog, and we also going to have the Rhino, so check those out too. So the Rhino is going to be the premium side with more of a Damascus type of accents. That's going to be probably about a $300 knife. And then you're going to have the other one, which is going to be the Hedgehog, which is going to be that slip joint. So check those products out, and thank you again for coming to the channel, checking out the product line, and also join us along with it, and then you could win one of the knives and actually have that in your collection without having to buy them. I do appreciate the support, and again, have a knife day.